Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. Welcome back. It was a quick little break, and I hope you all enjoyed your holidays, however you decided to celebrate them, and I'm really happy to be back with you again. This stream runs every night starting at 8/7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have in the chat as you feel like it, and I'll do my best to keep an eye on them and answer them as we go and after the stream as well. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for tonight. Developing now, 4 Michigan tribes are appealing a decision to allow Enbridge to move forward with building the Line 5 tunnel beneath the Straits of Mackinac. A tribe representative says they fear an oil spill would heavily affect the area, which has cultural and economic value to them. Following the Michigan Public Service Commission's approval of the project a month ago, Enbridge says it remains steadfast in our plan to reduce emissions to net zero by 2050 by investing in renewables, modernizing our networks, and transporting and delivering these energy resources safely. The representative says the tribes have worked with experts who disagree.
In the contested case, we had a tunneling expert and a pipeline safety expert raise significant safety concerns about this tunnel. The concern is that there would be a leak of product within the enclosed tunnel that would create an explosive environment underneath the Straits of Mackinac, which just creates another risk of an oil spill. In essence, the tunnel is trading one set of risks for another.
A permit from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is still needed for work to begin. Opening briefs for appeals will be submitted with the MPSC in early 2024. And January is Human Trafficking Prevention Month. The month is dedicated to educating people on human trafficking and how they can prevent it. The Michigan State Police is teaming up with the Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance and Truckers Against Trafficking to educate commercial drivers on how they can stop human trafficking. According to MSP, it's important to get this information to truck drivers.
Human trafficking obviously is a huge issue across the country, and that includes the state of Michigan. Even up here in the Upper Peninsula, we do see some human trafficking. Not a ton of it in this area of trafficking through commercial vehicles, but it is present, and we want to make sure that we're doing our very best to curb that.
If you notice a potential victim, call the National Human Trafficking Resources Center at 888-373-7888 or text BE-FREE to 233-733. And hundreds gathered in downtown Marquette over the weekend to ring in the new year. With warmer than usual temperatures and the new social district, the Marquette City Police Department amped up its presence at the ball drop this year. According to the Marquette City Police Department, the volume of police-related incidents was consistent with past years, but the calls were different this year.
It was just different in our calls for service. Like I say, a lot of times New Year's Eve we're dealing with a lot of drunken disorderlies and that kind of thing. This year it was domestic disturbances and domestic assaults. That was up for whatever reason.
The MSP said, Sergeant Bjorn said things went smoothly, partially because the department had 15 officers on duty, including 4 in the social district. And for many, with 2024's arrival comes commitment to new goals. For many, those first resolutions that come to mind are fitness and health. Be Well's owner says when it comes to health, mental health should also be a focus in the new year. When it comes to improving mental health, she says we can get in our own way. She says attending breathing and meditation classes can help.
Most of us, we do better when we have someone else just, helping us be accountable, but also it's easier to get distracted in our own home.
To learn how to sign up, go to uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And if you want to cozy up with a good book this winter, the UP Publishers and Authors Association has announced its 2024 Notable Book List. The list has 10 books from UP authors. The Crystal Falls District Community Library will host a virtual book club again this year for the books on the list. At the end of each month, the author of the chosen book will host a Zoom meeting to talk about the book. An author on the list says it's an honor to represent UP literature.
There are more authors writing in the UP than ever before, largely due to the self-publishing revolution. And I really think, you know, the UP has its own culture and identity separate from the Lower Peninsula, and so it deserves to have its own list.
You can view the entire list of UP notable books on uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And 2023 was a record-breaking year for one Marquette area pasty shop. Lawry's Pasty shop made more than 60,000 pasties last year. The shop has 2 locations, one in Marquette and one in Ishpeming. The store manager says staff would arrive early in the morning and prepare food almost all day.
We have about 200 to 300 going out per day in the store, just retail, and then we do a lot of wholesale to nursing homes, schools, NMU, ski hills, all of that.
Lawry says she wants to meet or surpass last year's totals and says the key to doing that is the help of her team. Advant Edge Sports Training in Marquette has a new location for the new year. They're celebrating 10 years in business with a grand reopening this Saturday. The new location on Ridge Street triples the square footage and allows more space for a variety of workouts. The owner says this reopening is a great chance to see the new facility and win some raffle prizes.
We're gonna have food, we're gonna have raffle, we're gonna do a bunch of stuff that we're gonna have. We're gonna raffle off a year-long membership for our adults and also a year-long package for our athletes as well. And then UP Indoor Golf is one of our tenants. Active Physical Therapy is one of our tenants. We're gonna be doing some of the stuff with them where they're gonna be raffling off things as well. So it's gonna be a lot of fun for everybody involved.
You can check out how Advantage is expanding services on our website or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And after many years of running a staple business in Ishpeming, the original owner of Rare Earth Goods officially passed the title on today. TV6's Michael Sobek tells us how this new ownership will impact the business and what the original owner plans to do in retirement.
From food to holistic health goods, Rare Earth Goods in Ishpeming has a little bit of everything. After more than 10 years at its current location, the torch was passed from original owner Pamela Perkins to new owner Esther Ruggles today at a ribbon cutting. Ruggles says she plans to continue to build the shop and bring massage care to Ishpeming.
My role to help Ishpeming is to help them heal. I want to help Ishpeming heal from traumas with trigger point therapy. So that's my main objective, is to help people heal holistically without any addictive or prescription medications.
One of the major staples of Rare Earth Goods has been its cafe. Cafe manager Dylan Larson says while it's a new chapter for the business, Perkins helped make it what it is today.
The highlight with working with Pam is the amount of connection she had throughout the community, the loving customers, the amazing local Portrait Creek where we get lots of the produce from, all the connections for the coffee and the local cheese and local eggs. I feel like that was a lot of the good stuff.
After the ribbon cutting, Perkins celebrated all of her accomplishments with friends and family at a retirement party. While Perkins is retiring, she says she doesn't plan to stop doing what she loves most.
I want to do more artwork. Artwork is my passion. I just need it. It's in my blood. So I want to do more creating. I want to set up my wood shop in the back garage, get that insulated and heated.
Perkins encourages people to always strive for excellence. Michael Sobek, TV6 News, Ishpeming.
Thank you, Michael. And Northern Specialty Health is celebrating being in business for more than a decade. It's the oldest independent cannabis shop in the UP and was the only dispensary in the area for many years. Owner Penny Milkey and her husband bought it in 2013. They went into business to provide people in the area with medicine they depend on. This was inspired by their own experiences as patients and caregivers. Milkey says the legalization of marijuana caused things to change.
The amount of cannabis shops in the UP has impacted our business. We used to draw customers from outside of the state where now they're stopping at the borders, but we do have a great local group of people that always support us, and we do get a lot of people from out of state, like tourists and visitors still.
Milky says the business will stay open as long as they want to keep it open. And the annual Pink the Rink fundraiser hockey game will return to the Mountain View Ice Arena in Iron Mountain this Thursday. There will be Chuck-a-Puck, raffle baskets, and silent auction of players' game day jerseys to benefit the Dickinson County Cancer Loan Closet. Spectators should wear pink. The person wearing the most pink will get a prize. Flivver Co-op varsity head coach Greg Wage says the team is excited to play during the event.
Great community event, and we get a huge turnout, so really looking forward to it. I know the guys are pumped and ready to go, so it should be a good night.
Puck drop is set for 6 in the evening. And that's all the stories we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night where I'll be here in the same place at the same time. That's 8/7 Central Time with a recap of tomorrow's headlines. Don't forget you can find us streaming on Facebook or YouTube, whichever platform you'd prefer. And if you have a story idea you think we should report on, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We would love to hear from you and what's happening in your community. Thank you all again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a great rest of your night.